Hey guys, for this second model, we are going to be handling it a little bit differently. We're going to jump right into drawing their strokes. You can see how this hair is flowing upward, and then about at the apex, it starts moving sideways, while on the other side, it's strictly side flowing, almost throughout the whole brow. So we're going to actually have two different patterns side to side, which is going to be fun. But we're going to go ahead and start with the right brow on the screen, which is actually his left brow. And we're going to just be following his hair flow. So just watch how the hair is flowing and just pre-draw some of these strokes. And the two reasons we're pre-drawing, A, for ourselves, but B, for the client. Especially with male brows, you cannot show them an outline. They will freak out. They will never be able to visualize. They're going to be nervous. And having a nervous client for that entire procedure is no fun for you or them. So let's help it be a good experience and pre-draw their brows with hair strokes instead. You should be able to do this. It's a good practice run. And if you get to this point and go, ew, not liking this, then wipe it off. Do it again. Just do a pre-draw over and over until you like that brow and then show the client that brow. So I've just sketched on a few basic spine strokes and I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. The tail is dipping a tiny bit low, but I'll fix that once we get the Symmetry ruler on, and I'm softening that stroke in the center because I don't want him to think it's going to be really blocky. And it just gave it a good lift, kind of filled in that brow a little bit. I'm pretty happy with that. So I sat him up, showed him the brow, made sure he liked it, and he did. So now we're moving forward, placing our Symmetry ruler to copy this brow shape onto the other side. So again, just keeping the Symmetry ruler centered down the center of their head, and then brushing the apex of the arch. And then make sure that the ruler is level across the forehead, and that way you make sure that the brows are balanced and even. You do always want to place the Symmetry ruler while they are sitting up because the muscles will pull on the face. You can see those few little dots on the smooth shaped sticker. And we're just going to line that up with the apex of his arch. And by lining up this sticker, you'll be able to find that pretty easily. As you can see, it's actually fitting the shape we drew on very well. If you have drawn on a more arch shape, you can use the arch sticker, but my suggestion for male brows is try to make it fit similar to the smooth sticker. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a pretty arched brow, which is not awesome for guy brows. And now we're just copying over that measuring mark to the other side so we know where to place our sticker. You can see that the dots didn't quite line up with the ruler, so I just lifted and repositioned. It's pretty easy to do. Now I'm pre-drawing some strokes on this side as well. Sometimes I'll just do an outline on the other brow for male clients, but I actually wanted to pre-draw some strokes for me because the flow of this brow is different than the other and there's not as much natural hairs. This client, we did something a little different and we actually numbed for about 15 minutes and occluded before starting our mapping so that we'd be able to go right into the procedure. So you won't see me applying my miracle marker this time. We'll be able to just jump right into the procedure. But I do want to draw in the outline just for me and to be able to visualize that. Again, once I draw in the outline, I generally don't show that to male clients because it freaks them out. Just make sure that they approve the shape and the flow pattern before you apply that Symmetry ruler to copy it over to the other side. And looking at it, this brow comes in a little bit further in than the other. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove one stroke and just kind of soften that corner. And then we're just going to really look at it, double check that the centers aren't dipping lower than your tails. The center is one tick down from a number 1 and the exterior is hitting right at that 1. So we are good to go there. And just looking for symmetry side to side, just double checking our shape and our flow pattern, and just erase and redraw whatever you need to until you are happy and feeling good to start your procedure. Remember, space your strokes during the procedure so you don't end up with a blurred powder brow after it's healed. And we're ready to go. Thanks for watching.